Hey y'all, welcome back to the Hoffmann Homestead. We are on week 5 of 2023 and we're gonna do a quick garden tour. It's like 64 degrees outside right now, so I'm pretty chilly, but we'll see if we can get through this so we can keep our streak alive. One of the biggest updates, the big pile of sticks is gone. Check that out. So you can officially see all of the garden when we're looking at it. Let's go ahead and hop in and see if we can check out some of our new plants we just got. All right, starting from the left side, we have empty bed, empty bed. We now have some impatiens in this bed. I'm pretty sure that's an impatient. But look at how pretty that is. Just got that today from a local store that had a pretty nice sale. So we've actually got quite a few new flowers that we can look at today. Our honey nut butternut squash is doing pretty good. It's honestly pretty slow growing, which I'm shocked about, but I will be patient. I will be patient. We have, I don't even kind of remember what this was called, but we have quite a few of these throughout the garden. I just got a black-eyed Susan, so that's what that is. That is our lavender and a little weed. We'll have to look at the tag on that one because I don't remember what it is. Here's our rose. We are plumb out of blooms, but it looks like there's a couple of new blooms that are showing up on the top there, so hopefully we'll get some more flowers this season. We do have a couple of those butterfly peas, but they're also very slow growing, so not sure what's going on with that. Lavender, that's another one of those little flowers. I don't remember what it's called. Chandler's flowers, which are doing amazing. These are petunias. Another funny flower. We've got some cucumber going over here. And I know that at least these two are red noodle beans. I don't know what that guy is. That guy's a weed. Excuse me. On this side, check out those blueberries. This blueberry bush has been fruiting since right after we got it. That one has not fruited yet, but I'm not worried about it. It's their first year in their new box, so hopefully they'll just take well. There's our raspberry and a weed, and then our blackberry. Now we are over on the right-hand side. I got another one of these dudes. It's not another one, it's the only one. Persian shield. It looks a lot like another bush that I got today, but look at how stinking pretty that is. It looks like mermaid scales almost. I love that. And then this guy, Bacopa, I think. Yep. Bacopa, that's what that says. Look at how pretty that is. It's just kind of trailing out a little bit. I think it's gorgeous. We've got our loofahs that are doing pretty good. Nothing on this one yet, but we do have our catnip, chocolate mint, and 2 other types of mint, peppermint or spearmint, one or the other. Man, look at how much this space has changed. So it's kind of wild for me to be in this garden, just thinking about how long we dreamt about having this space and being able to do something with it. I've been drawing this garden in my iPad for years now, just dreaming of all of these beds being put in this space and being able to grow something in it, something beautiful or something tasty. So I'm feeling a little sentimental today about my garden, especially since We're now 5 weeks into the growing season. It doesn't feel like that long, and yet it feels like it's so much longer. Anyway, let's get back to it. I'm gonna be a little sentimental. All right, in this bed we had our volunteer potato, and then we've got some zinnias coming up, so hopefully that fills out a little bit more. Honestly, I don't see a lot of them coming up in this bed. There's a couple little ones there and there, but hopefully this will be at least some zinnias. We have our sunflowers coming up on this guy. I have weeded part of this bed so I can kind of see my sunflowers coming up. Oh, that's weeds. Then we have our artichokes, which are doing pretty good since we mulched them. This is just a straw mulch, by the way. We got it at our local, farm supply store, and it's doing fantastic, doing exactly what we wanted it to. I have ants all over my artichoke. They don't seem to be hurting it yet, so I'm kind of letting them be, but if anyone has ideas on why this is happening and how to get them to stop on my artichoke, that'd be great. And there's this one, also got the ants going on. The eggplants are doing pretty good. I need to come in and weed this area a little bit, but they're doing a lot better ever since we mulched. Here we've got a couple of weeds, but we've got some okra. I should probably thin those. We've got some okra over there as well, and up over there. And then we've got our zucchini, which honestly, I think we may start flowering soon and making some actual zucchini on these big bad guys, which would be pretty amazing. Our onions in this bed next door are not doing great, honestly. Some of them are doing okay. I wonder if I overwatered them because I've been kind of overzealous with the watering, but some of them are doing all right. We have a couple of squashes kind of like intertwining with each other. So these are, I believe, spaghetti squash in this area, and they're going to trail over the sides. We're just kind of waiting for that to happen. So right now they're being overtaken by some zucchini leaves. Oh, exciting newbie. This is a rhubarb. And we've got a matching rhubarb over there. I found them at the store for, I think, like $15 each, and they were pretty big plants, so I went ahead and snagged them up. I'm pretty excited. Then we have our watermelon. And I believe some more watermelon over here. Here's that other rhubarb. And off to our pepper bed, which we just got mulched today. They're gonna love that. We've got some, I think, Genovese basil and some Thai basil, which we just harvested off some of that today. I've got an interesting something happening with our pepper plants. I'll have to look into that, but they're doing pretty good. We're still using this shade barrier for right now to give them some slack. Look at that big old pepper right there. Look at that. Beginning of June and already got a giant pepper. And some cayenne peppers. This bed is not completely mulched yet. There's a lot of weeding I have to do in between the beans to get it ready, but we did mulch the back end, and I did some pruning of our tomatoes today. Got a little flower in there and a lemon basil. Some tomatoes, which we do have some flowering right now. Getting a little curly at the top here. Check that out. I love tomato thyme and its little flower. Some beans in between the weeds. Some more flowers. And then we also have, oh, this guy needs to be tied up, I guess. We've got some fruit on some of these. Check that out. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. We've got some pretty decent sized tomatoes on some of these. That's our black crim, the first ones to fruit this year. Look at those. We've got some more beans that are doing pretty good. Some more tomatoes with a couple visible tomatoes. And they're all doing pretty good. They all got very heavily pruned today, so they're a little mad at me, but they'll be all right. This is another bean bed. We've got some, navy beans over there, and we did have some pinto beans over here, though only like 3 plants lived, so we're gonna have to replant this area. And then we've got some other varieties of beans on the inside, and we are actively mulching this one as we go through and pull weeds. On this next bed, we planted a ton of zinnias. So that's all those little seedlings coming up, and then of course we've got to go through and get some weeds pulled. And then at the end, I believe this is some kind of squash. Sugar pie pumpkin, right there. This side, we've got our Long Island cheese pumpkin at the very edge here. And then of course, all of our cabbages and celery on the side. Our pak choi is steadily going to seed, and good gracious, guys, look how many seeds. That's just one little branch. Like, each of these seed pods have probably, I don't know, a ton of seeds. I couldn't even count them. Probably like 20 seeds in each of these. And one branch is just loaded with them. So that's going to be enough pak choi seeds for the rest of my life. We've got some more cabbage, which are looking amazing. I'm hoping that they're going to start heading up soon. They're these little tiny dudes right now, so they need some more time, that's for sure. And honestly, our celery's doing pretty good. Look at that. It's so healthy, so green. It's doing absolutely wonderful. I absolutely am shocked at this experience this year. I did not do well with celery last year, so I love how it's going so far. I think next year I'll definitely try to give them more space than what they've got this year on the edge of this bed, or at least put them closer to the edge so they're not being overtaken by these gigantic cabbages at the same time. We've got some broccolis that are laying over. We have some, sugar snap peas on this side. And then we just took a board off of another round of carrots. So those should be popping up and looking like this pretty soon, which was our first round of carrots. Look at that. All right, we're towards the front again. Our green stalk is looking awesome. We've been picking strawberries out of here just about as often as the birds are. And then we've got some blooms on our nasturtium. I can't get over how absolutely gorgeous this is. I've already harvested some of the Swiss chard. Granted, I gave it to the chickens, but someone needed to eat it, and I still have other lettuces. These two beds are currently empty. I think that bed I'm actually going to be planting more beans, and then I may do the same with this one, just a dry bean, to try and fill these beds with something that is going to require minimum preservation, because that's going to be already a lot this year. We've got our strawberry beds, this one and that one. I don't know if we talked about it, but that's my lemon tree. Doing incredible. Some of the new guys that we got today include a couple chives. This one and then another chive over there somewhere. And then the parsley was existing, so was that chamomile. That is another stevia. I did start some stevia from seed, but I saw this one today and I figured, to heck with it, you can't have too much. Fenugreek, which is doing pretty okay. My rosemary is being overtaken by weeds and I need to clear those up, but it's doing pretty good. I cannot believe that I started that thing from seed. I am propagating the heck out of it this fall, so I never have to start from seed again for rosemary. Marjoram doing pretty good. And sage also doing amazing. Look at that. It was kind of leggy when I brought it out here, but it's doing amazing. And guys, I started this from seed. What the heck, right? So impressed with myself this year. Don't get me wrong, I've killed a lot of things, but we have learned a lot already this year, and we have done so much more this year than we were able to do in years past. Here's a basil. Please know if I'm not pointing out the green, it's because it's a weed and I just haven't pulled it yet. And that's the end of this bed. Over on this bed, we have a couple more new things. That is the yarrow we started from seed earlier this year. We've got some basils that we harvested off of earlier. Chamomile. God bless it. I can't remember what that is, but I know I started it. Anyone know what that is? Oh, that's basil. That's probably my Thai basil. Marshmallow is looking incredible. This is that other chive that we got today. And a dill, which smells just like pickles, obviously. Incredible. Those are also basils. And then, last stop on our newbie tour, this is our oregano. Look at that dude. He looks pretty good. While I was at the store, I couldn't believe that I had forgotten about oregano, but I didn't start any oregano, so it's kind of nice that we now have it in the garden, and hopefully we'll be able to keep it there. There's going to be a lot of propagating happening this fall, so I need to do all of the research on how to do that, because I definitely don't want to lose my rosemary, oregano, my lavenders. And it'd be nice to just kind of grow some of that inside over the winter while everything out here is frozen and dead. So hopefully we'll be able to keep a couple things inside and alive over the winter, and I'm sure we'll go through that process together. But in the meantime, this has been our week 5 of 2023 garden tour. I'm so grateful that I get to do this, and grateful that there is a platform out there that I can share it with you guys, because I know how much I dreamt of this before I was able to do it, and how much other people's YouTube channels got me through that time learning while I was waiting for my own opportunity. So thank you guys for coming around and walking through my garden with me, and for watching all of our other videos. They're not too terribly exciting, but they're full of life, that's for sure. They are full of life. We can't go without showing you our other new thing. We got a bird feeder. I'm just positive that we're only gonna feed squirrels with this bird feeder, but I have high hopes, and it's gorgeous, and it'll sit right here at the edge of the garden and hopefully bring some birds along to probably eat my produce. I'm gonna regret this later, but it's gonna be fine. And on that note, thank you for coming along. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get notifications anytime that we post something, so you can watch our videos. I appreciate every watch that we do get. So anyway, hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you had a great weekend, and I hope you have a great week to come, and I hope that you grow something fun. I hope that you grow something mildly exhausting too, because it's good for your spirit. Bye.